I am here with Miss Iris, and Miss Iris participates in a lot of ministries, including teaching on our campus, Women in Our Pregnancy Center, helping Belinda with that. But she is also very involved with a ministry in Costa Rica, and so I've asked for her to share some about that so that those of us who are a part of West Orange and other people in our network might get involved in this good work. So Iris, thank you for being here with me. Good morning.
Thank you.
And please,
you,
some of the things you've shared with me, things on your heart, I know this is a big minister in your heart.
Yes, it
She's
is.
got pictures and PowerPoint and a lot of conferences and things she's done. And more we can share. But right now, Iris, share about this work.
Okay, good morning. In 2004, I went to take a trip to Costa Rica. I went on vacation. But as I went downtown in Costa Rica, we could see a lot of hurting women. We're talking about ladies broken, hurting in the aspect of drug addiction, alcohol, and a lot of prostitution. So it really broke my heart. So for my vacation, God touched my heart there and gave me a burden that I said, okay, every year I'm going to come here to help these ladies. So ever since 2004, the 16 last years, I go 2 and 3 months or maybe 2, whatever I could every year to help those ladies. These are ladies rejected by the government, by their family, by everybody, the society, they're out there in the street. So my job and my burden and what God put me in my heart was to reach them first with the word, give them the word, salvation, get them through that, because I don't heal hearts, but God does. So that's the first step that I take. After that, I get them to jobs and studies and education and whatever help I could do. There have been a lot of ladies saved through this mission for the honor and glory of God. The sad part over here is I'm still trying to get a piece of land, to purchase a piece of land, to do a restoration home, because that would help them and get them, a few of them, at least 10 of them, start with 10, to get them out of the street. You could see this at 11 o'clock in the morning. You could go to the street there and see a line of prostitution. And then if you cross the street on the other side, you'll see drug addiction. They're over here getting the money, and they go to the other street, across the street, to get the drugs or alcohol, whatever they are. I always ask myself, I haven't been there. I had other things before getting saved in 1991. I had another lifestyle from the street also. Not that, but I had another one. Mm-hmm. So it breaks my heart because nobody wants to help them. They're out there with nothing at all, but they are God's creation too. So my heart is in that. You could see that at 11 o'clock in the morning. You could see that at 10 o'clock in the morning. You could see that I try to look for help with the government, or even some churches don't want to deal with them. So that's when it just breaks my heart, because I have daughters, I have granddaughters. I have people that I love. So my heart is, I know what you said, I could have been that if I would know Christ. And it could be for the future, any of our grandkids or daughters or somebody from my family, which at this moment that I know of, I'm not dealing with that in my family, but it could happen because I have 6 grandkids for the future. It could. So my burden and my cry out there when I go is those ladies. They are hurting. By the way, prostitution over there could come from generation to generation. I have a great-granddaughter, and all that generation, it is in prostitution, except that one, when she got saved, she got out of the street, and she's studying in college right this minute. So that is my burden for all these years. That's what I do. I go, most of all is teaching them the word, get them through Christ. Once they have their identity, then they know who they are, and then we could deal with them in studies and everything else that they would need. So I am just asking for anybody out there that be touched by this testimony that I have. Please just pray over it. And if you really want to be a help, I will really appreciate it. It's money-wise, I support myself, but I do need the money just to take care of them. Their medicines, their clothing, there, when I have the house, the restoration home, I will need the money for everything else. Their schools, their books. So the government will not help me. I've been in the office of the government. They won't help me like over here in America that we could just run to Children's and Family. They don't have that there. So that is my burden. And if you're not touched to financial maybe, but prayers are powerful. So please, if you could put me and these ladies in prayers, I'll appreciate that. I'm looking forward for a piece of land that I already went to see this coming year. I'll be there about 3 months. And that is my goal, to finish that. Once that's done, it's just getting them to the home and walking with them, and just God will do what He have to do. I appreciate any help in prayer, financial or support, whatever support you could give. I do know this is God doing this through me as an instrument, because it's too big for me. I'm not so intelligent to do all this. So I do know for the last 16 years, God is leading me in all aspects. So that's what I always say. I want to help them because it could have been me. The only difference is that I knew Christ and been saved ever since 1991. And that's the opportunity that I want to give them. That's what they don't have. Once they have that, I know that God will do what He did with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. God bless you all.
Yeah, and so Iris she's seen changed lives through the years, and as she mentions, there's not an infrastructure there with like government support, very little church support. However, Iris has some connections with a few ministers and their wives, and they continue the work because she's only allowed to go 3 months at a time. And but she is wanting to get this land close to these other ministers and their wives. And again, each time could help 10 women at a time with food, medical needs, other things to break the cycle. So she's got way more information that we will be sharing in the future, and hopefully getting her in front of our not only our ministry team and our shepherds, but our congregation, and hopefully other people in the body of Christ who are touched by hearing this story, who want to get involved and help. But this is just kind of a starter video to let you get a window into Iris and this wonderful ministry. So thank you this morning for sharing your heart.
Really
thank you for what you're doing. And as you said, the financial support is needed. Prayers are needed. But thank you for being willing to go and dedicate so much of your life to the inspiration to me. And I know it's going to be to a lot more people.
And it would not be possible without God and without support and people helping me also. Like you said, yes, there's pastors there and their wife. I also do ladies' Bible study. So that connects me to those churches, and then I bring the mission, present the mission, and that's a great help. Because that's where they're also brokenhearted from my ministry. So it's a way for them for the future also be involved in what God is going to do there with the restoration home. Thank you, Pastor. I really, really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for what you do on our campus, helping these women through the pregnancy center. You know, and that's how I met Iris and have connected. And I see her here. I'm not here as often as she is on Tuesday nights, but the ones I am here, I see Iris, and then we've been able to connect on this deeper level, and I've learned more about her and what she does for the kingdom. So thank you for sharing this with our viewers, and hopefully you'll be seeing more of Miss Iris.